makes Roy a good father-in-law? Roy is a very caring and understanding man. He has a great sense of humor. He's always there when you need someone to talk with. He loves his family very, very much and would do anything for any of us. He also defends his lovely dog when he does nothing wrong except for put holes in your walls, and teaches your dog bad things, but it's never him. Roy's a wonderful man.
What makes Dad a good father? That's a question I could take quite a while to answer, but for me, I would say I've gone through a good amount of stuff in my life, and I could definitely say there's not a chance I would be where I'm at right now if it wasn't for him or gotten through half of it. He always seemed to figure out a way to get me through it, make me laugh about it, and when I have kids, if I'm lucky to be half the father he is, then my kids are going to be extremely lucky. And I don't think there's a better dad than Pops.
Who gives you your muscles?
Milkshake.
A milkshake?
Where do you get those milkshakes?
I don't know. Papa Dad gave me some.
Hey, Roy. Well, I met you 11 years ago, which made you only 49 at the time. And even though I didn't officially join the family until 7.5 years ago, you've always made me feel a part of your family. And I want to thank you for all the long talks we've had, all the advice you've given me. And when I look at it, I don't really just look at you as my father-in-law, but I consider you my dad. And I love how much you love my kids. And Aiden and Logan just adore you. And so I hope you have a very happy 60th birthday. And I would say cheers, but it's only 8 o'clock in the morning, so that would probably be inappropriate. But have a great day and a wonderful year, and I love you.
What makes Dad a good dad? I guess, if you were to ask me a few years ago, I would say, he always busted his ass to provide for us. He did whatever it would take. Even though he would work long hours, he would try his hardest to get to every one of our games. And actually, I do remember, sitting in the outfield sometimes, being in center field, and kind of always peeking over my shoulder to see if Dad was going to make the game. And he'd always see him walking fastly to the bleachers in his shirt and tie coming from the car dealership. So he always tried to bust his butt to get to the game. That to me back then probably would have made a good dad, but I know now that I have kids, I think the one thing I can say that makes Dad an amazing dad is I always find myself thinking, what would Dad do in this situation? When I'm trying to figure out how to discipline my kids, or trying to figure out how to best provide for them, or just, natural family decisions, I always find myself thinking, what would Dad do? And I think that's a true testament to what the type of person he is. So, that's it.
I thought long and hard about what I wanted to say for you for your 60th birthday, and I wrote all this stuff out and had a list of all these things that I learned from you over the years, and then I realized that it only really comes down to two things that I feel I wanted to talk to you about. And those two lessons, specific lessons that I wanted to talk to you about, are number one, that you taught me and showed me, Scott and John, the importance of working hard and working hard to support your family. And I don't know of another man that worked as hard or was as dedicated as you were to working to support their family. And with you, it wasn't an issue of working to attain a certain status or a certain position. You worked to support your family. And that's something that I remember and had a major impact on me. And I remember you working 6 days a week, 12-hour days, and you would drive an hour and a half to work, an hour and a half home from work. And once you came through that door, I can't remember a single time that you ever complained about how hard it was at work or the hours that you worked. You went and you did your job, and you did it to take care of us. And so I want to thank you for that and let you know that I hope that rubbed off on me, because you set a great example. And then the second thing that I think is the most important thing that I learned from you, or lesson that I learned from you, is what it takes to be a great dad. And it wasn't one specific thing that you said or one specific thing that you did. It was me having the privilege of growing up and watching you for the 34 years that I've been alive, and watching the example that you set. And you know, you always do what's right. You always taught us to be respectful, and you just did, I felt, a great job being a great dad. And if I could be half the dad to my daughters Kylie and Naya that you were to me, Scott and John, I think they're going to be very lucky.
It's hard to believe that it's been 37 birthdays we've spent together. When I met you, you were about, I don't know, 15, I was 12, and we were friends, but I always thought you were cute. And then we reconnected again in 1973, and you thought I was cute. And I don't know, this is emotional. You've always been a great husband. You've always been a hard worker and a great dad. You've always went to work even when you didn't feel like getting up, when you were sick, and when times were rough, you always hung in there. You were the backbone. You were the backbone of my family life, and hopefully I was the backbone of yours. So I love you, and thanks for the last 37 years, and maybe we'll have another 37. Love you. Happy birthday.
These are the days of the endless summer. These are the days, the time is now. There is no past, there's only future. There's only here, there's only now. Oh, your smiling face, your gracious presence, the fires of spring are kindling bright. Are the radiant heart, you're the song of glory, the cry of freedom in the night. These are the days by the sparkling river. His timely grace and our treasured faith. This is the love of the one magician. Turn the water into wine. All right. These are the days of the endless dancing, yeah, the long walks on the summer night. These are the days of the true romancing, when I'm holding you, oh so tight. These are the days by the sparkling river, and His timely grace in the treasured find. This is the love of the one great magician, and the water into wine. These are the days now that we must savor, and we must enjoy as we can. These are the days that will last forever. You got to hold them, yeah, in your heart. Na, 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 na.
Happy birthday, Roy.
Happy birthday, Uncle Roy. Thanks for always noticing how tall I get. Love you.
Happy birthday, Roy. I am very grateful that I can spend this birthday with you. 60 years old.
Hey Roy, Scott asked me to give a favorite childhood memory or a simple happy birthday. Happy birthday. Love you, Roy. Have a great birthday, and I'm so happy I get to celebrate with you.
Hey, happy birthday. Wow, that was very nice. What else? Very nice.
Happy birthday, Uncle Roy. Love you.
Happy 60th birthday, Uncle Roy. I love you so much. And all I have to say is you look great for 60, which means I'll look great for 60 too.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday, Roy.
Happy birthday, Papa. Say I love you, Papa.
Happy birthday, Papa.
Happy birthday, Dad. Enjoy your 60th and many years to come.
Happy birthday, Roy. Happy birthday, Papa. Scream for Papa.
Happy 60th birthday, Pops. Love you.
Happy birthday, Papa. I love you, Papa.
Happy birthday, Roy. I love you.